Now we're going to create a quiz. You'll notice that sometimes you have too many tabs open. I just closed like 10 tabs up there. As you're working in G Suite, you might get too many tabs open and have to close some to speed up your device. I'm going to my drive and I'm going to go to New, and I have to go to More, Google Forms, and I want to create a blank form. First thing I'm going to do is to give it a name. And you'll see that it's saving the changes. It says all changes are saved in Drive. It does that automatically. As soon as I click up there, you can see that the quiz is saved as the title that I gave it. And then I'm going to go over here to Settings. Settings in G Suite apps are always on the right hand side on this cog. I want to collect email addresses from my students so I know who's turning it in. I want to limit them to only one response. Showing the progress bar so that they can see is okay. Confirmation message. Is nice so that they know in case there's any kind of a problem with the network that you have received their quiz, so they can't come back later and say, well, I turned it in, and there be a discrepancy there. You need to make it a quiz. These are options for you. If you are having any kind of a constructive response that you're grading, I would turn off for the manual review. Otherwise, you're going to see their score right away. Do you want them to see these things? That's totally up to you. You can turn it all off so that they can't see anything. It's just blind. I would never turn on the correct answers. You could turn on the missed questions if you want to. I would probably turn on point values for them. And you'll see automatically as soon as I made it a quiz and gave it point values, there's points right there. So we can add a quiz question here. This might be a beginning of the year kind of question. Maybe you're giving them a writing prompt. You can give them points here. And right here I can add a question. I can add the title and description. I can add an image. I can even add a video. And I can add a section. A section is like if you're going to break your test into multiple pieces, or it could even be like a create your own adventure kind of thing. So if they answered this question as A, and then it would take them to a different section. This question is B, it would take them to a different section. That's kind of fancier things. So right now we're just going to add a question. In this case, there's a correct answer. So I could make it a multiple choice if I wanted to. I could make it a drop down, or I could keep it as a short answer. And then I could say, well, there's only one answer to that. And it would auto grade it. Now it changed here. The point value is now 3 points. 2 points for the first question, 1 point for the other question. So it's adding it as I go. Right here, the responses is where it will show you for each question. But most of the time, you're going to check this little plus, green plus button over here, and that's creating a spreadsheet. I can create it as a new spreadsheet or an existing spreadsheet where I'm going to keep all of my quiz data. For right now, I'm going to create a new spreadsheet since it's the first quiz for this class. And you'll see that the name for this sheet is the same as my quiz. It's going to be a timestamp, their email addresses, and their score so that I can see all of the data right here. You can see it's working, so I'm just giving it a second so it can save and get all of those pieces in. Now I'm going to go back to my waffle and click on Classroom so that I can add this quiz as an assignment in my classroom. So I created the quiz. I'm going to go back to my demo class, back to classwork. I'm going to create a quiz. This time, I'm going to attach that quiz. I'm going to go back to my quiz, which was here. I'm going to click on this, Control C to copy it. Control V to paste it. I don't want the blank quiz because I just created one. And you can always click on it to make sure that it works. And you can see that it comes up like that. It was worth 3 points. Give it a name, give it instructions. You can give it a due date. And then assign it. Let's change the topic back to Unit 1 and assign it. And then I just want to show you that it's syncing with the calendar. There it is. And it's also going to sync with your class drive folder, and it will now have a drive folder that matches with the new demo quiz. And you'll see that it has all of that.